We move to this now. The Special Olympics World Summer Games in Berlin, Germany have come to an end with the closing ceremony set for today. Team South Africa has done the country proud by adding 5 more medals to its tally. Thousands of athletes with intellectual disabilities competed in the global showpiece from the 17th to the 25th of June. Ancilla Smith, the CEO of Special Olympics South Africa, joins me now for this conversation. Ancilla, a pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Firstly, tell us, how did the Team South Africa perform in this year's Special Olympics, and what were the standout achievements of the team?
Oh, wow. So many standouts. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I think once again, our team has just proved their worth at these World Games. We're just waiting on the final medal tally, but currently we are sitting on 22 gold, 20 silver, and 7 bronze medals. And I do believe that might go up slightly. So we are exceptionally proud of our athletes. Many standout moments. Many personal bests were achieved. Just an all-round outstanding performance from our athletes. I think for us, definitely yesterday, one of our major highlights was watching our boys football team take the gold in the top category, in the highest division at these World Games. So exceptionally proud of that achievement.
Now, we know it's not always a smooth sailing when preparing for such an event. What challenges did Team South Africa face, and how did they indeed overcome them?
So, again, as I think any sports NGO understands, our biggest challenges always are funding and support for the team, and just creating the awareness specifically of our athletes and of Special Olympics as a whole. There still needs to be a lot more awareness created, but thanks to the media such as yourselves, I think finally they are receiving the recognition that they deserve. I think, obviously, our main challenge, as always, is funding. But this year we were incredibly grateful to have, once again, the support of the National Lotteries Commission and the National Department of Sport, corporates such as African Bank coming on board and adopting athletes, and just ensuring that our team has everything that they need to be able to represent South Africa with pride on a global stage.
Ancilla, can you share some inspiring stories or experiences from Team South Africa's athletes?
I think that we had an incredible opportunity with Tim Tebow choosing to focus on one of our athletes in Ancilla, one of our table tennis athletes. She had the opportunity to take him on and beat him quite resoundingly during a kind of friendly table tennis game that was carried by ESPN globally. So an absolute privilege for her to have that opportunity with Tim Tebow and Demi-Leigh Tebow coming out to support her and to watch her compete. We have Kamagelo Mancho, who took the gold in Abu Dhabi in the 1,500 meters. And again, just comfortable win for him, taking a second gold in that division. Absolutely inspiring, as always, to watch him run. We have had our swimmers just performing exceptionally well in the pool as well. And, again, the beauty of Special Olympics is that everyone is able to compete within their ability level. So many athletes just really overcoming a lot of obstacles, including doing equestrian in the pouring rain and still walking away with a medal. Robin, he literally did his entire trail in the mud and the pouring rain and still walked away with a silver. So we can't wait to get back and be able to tell every single one of those stories.
I want to continue with that last thought. What would you say the benefits are of participating in these Special Olympics?
So for our athletes, it is life-changing. I think it shifts the focus from disability to ability. It gives them the opportunity to show the world and South Africa what they are capable of, and for us to understand that this is a population that is capable of so much, and as I always say, that they can and they will succeed if they are given the opportunity. So I think that's the lesson we always take away from these World Games. Also the fact that it is the most inclusive sporting event in the world, and just for our athletes to get that opportunity to experience true inclusion and to be celebrated, definitely I think is life-changing for them, for their families and their communities.
You spoke about the support provided by SA Lotteries, but let's speak about what other assistance you got, or systems or even resources that were provided to ensure that the athletes' success is indeed guaranteed and that their well-being is also sorted.
So we were overwhelmed at the number of corporates and individuals that stepped up as part of our Adopt an Athlete campaign. People donated kit, our beautiful tracksuits, which we'll be wearing on our arrival back to the airport, were bespoke and made for us. Just opportunities like that, with so many people stepping up in whatever capacity they could, to make sure that this team was completely equipped with all the sporting equipment that they needed, the kit that they needed, but more than that, just the absolute essentials that they need. We provide everything for our athletes, from toiletries to underwear. And I think psychologically that is so important for our athletes, when they can stand alongside any other team in the world, and know that they are equally supported, equally valued by their country. That is a huge psychological boost for our athletes. We're also incredibly grateful to have Gift of the Givers give of their time. We have 2 team doctors from Gift of the Givers that have traveled with the team to ensure that all their medical needs are met. That for us really as a team has been critical. Numerous organizations, corporates, individuals coming to stand with our team alongside national lotteries and government.
With that said, I think it's very important for us to understand the level of preparation that goes into such an event. Speak to us about the kind of strategies or training programs that Team South Africa had to implement, and how effective were these?
I think that, and once again, just a massive shout out to the provinces that got involved and supported their delegations. We were incredibly fortunate this year that a number of provinces took it upon themselves to host specific training camps within their provinces to ensure that our athletes were adequately prepared. It certainly has paid off in the medal tally, something that we certainly want to continue, a tradition that we hope goes forward with our athletes. We staged a final training camp in Johannesburg for 4 days prior to the send-off. I think that was critical in terms of building team morale, creating a team spirit, and also allowing us to do thorough medical checks on all of our athletes and our coaches to ensure that they were properly prepared, healthy, and had all the support and resources that we could provide for them to be able to compete successfully.
Ancilla, let me thank you for your time. That was Ancilla Smith. She's the CEO of the Special Olympics, well, for the SA team as well, giving us a wrap-up of the team's performance at those games.